So the cryptocurrency again, I know hardly anybody's watching these videos, but I just felt like this is an important video to make because I feel like how altcoins perform, a lot's going to hinge on how Bitcoin dominance performs. There's people who think we need to have Bitcoin go crazy, like, back up to all-time highs, and obviously that would be good for altcoins as a whole, especially if the dominance falls as well. However, at this point in time, even if Bitcoin just goes up a little bit or even just stays where it is, if the dominance were to crash, we would have a really nice run. We could have a really nice run in alts. Anyway, dominance has been going up, up, up all the way till around June. As you can see from this chart, this is, I believe, is that the monthly? Yeah, that's a yearly. So it went up to around June 26th, 25th. Then it started crashing. Then it went back up. We had a flash crash. That's what this red candle is on October 10th-ish. And the market's been doing pretty much horrendous for months on end, especially for altcoins. A lot of altcoins are down maybe 86, 80, 90, 99% even. Some of them, a lot of them are, especially the lower caps are down like 90 to 99%. So if you have any low caps, then you're way down. You could be way down on those, which is obviously not fun. Anyway, if we look at on the, let's see what the 3 months shows real quick. It's still a little choppy on the 3 month. You're going down. There's a downward trend right here. However, so it's up here like 60.99 all the way down to around 58.51. Then we kind of started to go back up a little bit. But now, if you look at it on the monthly, this is where we want to see a continuation of this trend. Obviously, we would love to see a drop off a cliff, ideally, because right now we're at we started creating kind of around the middle of this last month period a downtrend. So we have a high here, a lower high, lower highs here, another lower high here, and more lower highs. So right now, the stage we're at, and this is really what I want to focus on for this video, is as you can see, we're still in this downtrend. We have not broken out of this downtrend, which is good for altcoins. What we want to see is not this thing booming again, but we want to see a continuation of this downtrend. We want to see a continuation. So we want to see another crash like that, and maybe even steeper, hopefully. Obviously the steeper the better. In terms of pumping our alts a little bit. And obviously, we don't want Bitcoin just falling off a cliff either. We want Bitcoin either staying steady or pumping. So anyway, so I kind of created this video just because I wanted to show you that where we're at in the last few days. We're kind of rounding out this little area. So hopefully, it's looking like we potentially could be on the continuation to the downside. Obviously, it's not guaranteed. Anything can happen. It could go up. However, the hope is we continue to create these lower highs. Right now, we still are in a lower high. So we don't want this thing if you're an altcoin holder, you don't want this thing creating breaking that structure of lower highs. You don't want to create a higher high at this point because then the trend is completely broken. Therefore, I just want to let you know that the trend is still there, and there's still a little bit of hope that if we get a pump and this trend continues, that our alts might perform hopefully well. And just it depends obviously on how much this continues to the downside. Anyway, I just thought I'd give you a little update. Things look okay for alts right now. Obviously, I'll keep you updated as to what's happening. And we shall see. Anything can change in this market. And I'll talk to you later. Nothing in this video obviously is financial advice. And I hope you guys have a great day and take care. Bye.